Okay, last lecture we got to know how to calculate or how to use the price index number as well as quantity index number. Now third type of simple index number we are going to analyze, that is a value index number. Put the heading value index number. Okay, done. Then draw this particular table in this format only. Draw the table in this format. First will be a commodities. The name of the commodity is PQRS, base year, which we represent as small p and small 0. Base year's quantity, we represent it as QO, small q and O. Then I already told you how do we calculate value index in the previous part. Value index we calculate it as product of P and Q. So we are going to over here multiply price of base year and price quantity of base year. Okay. In your question, they are only going to give you these variables: commodities, base year price, base year quantity, current year price, and current year quantity. We need to first find out or first multiply price and quantity of base year, then price and quantity of the current year. Then we have to add this table, that is summation sigma PO QO and P1 Q1. First draw this table, then I will tell you all the steps. Let's follow the steps. The first step is to find out the product and price and their respective quantity of their commodities for the base year to derive POQO. Okay, now multiply POQO. 5 into Q, 5 fours 5 fours yes, 20. Ten threes are 30. 5 twos are 30. Good. 21s are good. 20. So next step is you need to add POQO to get summation small p1, PO and QO. To get summation POQO. Add 20 plus 30 plus 30 plus 20. What is the answer? Yes, good. 100 is the answer. Jigna? Okay. So next step. Okay, next step is to multiply P1 Q1. That is, you need to find the product of price and the respective qualities of the different commodities for the current year. Okay, so 20 tens are 20 tens are yes, good, 200. 38s are good, 240. 46 are good, 240. 54s are good, 200. Good, you all are doing fast. And then last you have to write, okay, under P1 you all can write summation small p1 and q1, and under the total column you all can write down the total. What is the total? Add 200, 240, 240, 220, 200. Yes, Aniket. Preeti, Kusum, Niranjan, Jigna. Jigna wrong. Calculate again. The correct answer is Jigna. We'll wait for Jigna. Jigna 200 plus 240 plus 240 plus 200. Yes, Gauri, correct. So the correct answer is Jigna done. The correct answer is 880. Now what is the next step? Okay, the next step now I'm going to tell you all. Yeah, the next step here, you after finding out the total. Now first step what we did, first we multiplied the product, multiplied price of base year and quantity of base year. Then we added and we got the sigma P0 Q0. Now write down the formula. I'll erase the thing. You all help me out with the numbers later on. Write down the formula. Value index number, here you can see. Value index number, capital V 01 is equal to sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Sigma P1 Q1, that is total of current year's price and quantity. Divided by total of product of P1 Q1 into 100. I've written this formula. If yes, then write Y in the chat box. Okay. After writing the formula, let us solve. Okay. We'll solve it over here only. You all will help me out with the numbers. Huh? V capital V 01 is equal to sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma PO QO into 100. Now what is sigma P1 Q1? Yes, Preeti, Gauri, Kusum, Ramila. 880 divided by POQO. Yes, good. 100 into 100. What is the answer? Yes, 880 is the answer. So you all are going to write the last step, that is VO1 is equal to 880. Any doubt? Everyone understood? Okay. The next type is about the weighted index number. In this method, suitable weights are assigned. Suitable weights are assigned to various commodities. It gives relative importance to the commodity in the group. Now I told you there are two types of weight. The first weight is of Q, another weight is of value index, where we have product of P into Q. So the suitable weight is given to the to a particular variable. various commodities. Okay. In most of the cases, quantities are used as weight. So what they're telling, in most of the cases, we use quantity as our weights. We use quantity as our weights. There are various methods of constructing weighted index number, such as Lasper's price index, Parsh's price index, and etc. Next part, they have told us about this Lasper. Lasper is a German economist from the year 1834 to 1930. He formulated an index for measuring current price. See what he is telling, current price or quantities in relation to those of the selected base year period. The distinctive features of the Lasper's index is used a group of commodity purchased in the base period as the basis for comparison. So what they're telling, that if we are going to have group of commodities, suppose commodity A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we are going to compare that particular commodity with its base period. Okay, so let's continue. Now, this also you all are only going to solve it. I have given over your questions. I'll be telling all these steps. Now, first technique, just remember this thing in your mind, that in Lasper's price index, base year quantities are considered as weight. Now, whenever we are going to calculate, we are going to keep common the quantity. We are going to take the variable of base year's quantity. Okay. The next heading, B, weighted index number. Put the next heading, weighted index number. After writing, please write via. Then under it, write down 1. Okay. Under it, write down 1 and put down the heading, Lasper's price index. Okay, done. Then write down the table. Draw this table. And see to it that you have some space at your right hand side. After this particular point, you have some space because we are going to add columns. Some more part we are going to add. After drawing this, just let me know. We are having 4 commodities. Commodity A, B, C, and D. We have base year. Under base year, we have PO, that is price of base year. We have QO, that is quantity of base year. Then we have current year. P1, price of the current year of commodity ABCD, quantity of commodity ABCD of the current year. Okay. Now after doing this, under D, write down the heading as total. Okay. Under D, write down total. Okay. Then what we have to do, after this, after total, leave one line and write down the formula. Your formula is capital P 01 is equal to P1QO. P1QO should be small, divided by POQO divided by sigma POQO into 100. Now what our table is demanding for, what our formula is demanding for? Can anyone tell me? Do we have ready variables, or we have to find out the variables to be fitted in the formula? Jigna, you want to say something? Yeah, we have to find out the variable, Jigna. Correct. So what first thing we need to find out? What is the first thing that we need to find out? Yes, we need to find out. Only Jigna is replying. Ah, yes, Joel also replied. We need to find out. I'm giving you time, no worry. Write down, type it down. We need to find out product of PO, QO of different commodities. Yes, Joel, correct. As well as we need to find out product of P1 and QO. So first column, write down. After this column, put the heading small p1 and QO. This will be your first column. Small p1, QO. Okay. Are you all with me? Now multiply QO column and P1 column. Okay, Jigna, I'll repeat myself again. After this particular column, put the heading P1. Okay, let us multiply for the first commodity. 4 into 30 is how much? 30 fours 30 fours What is 30 fours Yes. The first commodity beside commodity A, right? Good. 120. 120. Okay. First one is 120. Second one, 520 is a 520 is a yes, 100. Good. 68 is a good. 480. 440 44 is a 160. Now we will add up. After it, just under it, add 120. Now we have to find out summation. That is the total of P1QO. When we will get total? When we will add all the four commodities P1QO data. So add 120, 100, 480 and 160. What is the answer? Yes, Manish. Good. So the answer is summation P1QO is equal to 860. Now after beside it, write one more column. Okay, write one more column and put the heading POQO. 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 Okay. Then we need to multiply price of base year and quantity of base year. Right. So 24 24 24 good joy. 24 80. Next 10 fives good Gauri and other students 50. C1 48 za. Yes, Manish, Kusum, Aniket. It is 320. And the last one, 34 za. Yes, 120. Now we need to find out summation. That is total of POQO. So we need to add 80, 50, 320 and 120. What is the answer? Yes, good Jigna, Manish, Preeti, Joel, Kusum. Other students waiting for your responses too. So correct answer is good. Of small p o q o is equal to 570. Now what we need to do? We need to write this in formula. You have written the formula? Yes. After formula, write down PO1 is equal to, write down the variable of sigma P1QO. What is the sigma P1QO? It is 860 divided by 570 into 100. Okay, again I will write down PO1 is equal to 860 upon 570 into 100. Solve it and tell me the answer. Yes, Aniket. Other students waiting for your responses. Yes, Manish. So the Jigna correct. Ojas, you want to say something? Then write down. Yes, Niranjan, Gauri, Kusum correct. Pramila correct. The correct answer is Darshana. Solve it again. Ojas correct. Joel correct. The correct answer is 150.87. So last you have to write down the statement. Thus, thus Lasper's price index, Lasper's price index is equal to 150.87. Any doubt? Okay, good. So moving ahead now. Next part they have told over here, like in what all things we use. Do you know? Sensex and Nifty are the stock market indices which represents Bombay Stock Exchange BSE and National Stock Exchange, that is NSE. Sensex, also called BSE 30, is a market index consisting of 30 well-established and financially sound companies listed on Bombay Stock Exchange. The base year of Sensex is 1978 to 1979. So what they, while we are comparing the current year's BSE, we compare it at which base year? We take it base year of 1978 and 79. Nifty, also called as Nifty 50, is the market index consisting 50 well-established financially sound company listed under National Stock Exchange of India. The base year taken in Nifty is 1995. So whenever we are going to calculate Nifty index, we are going to take base year of 1995. Okay, everything have its base year. It should not be too close, nor it should not be too far. So they have, and it gets updated. Okay. The next type is about the Hermann Pasche. He is a German economist from the year, born in the year 1851 to 1925. He developed an index for measuring current price and quantity level relative to those of selected base period. Okay. Paasche index use current period weighting. Now, in Lasper's index, Lasper's, what was the weight? He had used QO. Paasche is using Q1. Yes, base here. And Paasche is going to use Q1 as a weight index. Okay, that means P1, Q1, PO and Q1. So he is using current year's weight index. Okay, can we move ahead now? If his whatever he's telling is clear, then okay. Now put the next heading second. Put the next heading second and give the title to it. Paasche's price index number. Paasche's price index number. After writing the heading title, just tell why in the chat box. Okay. So next, draw this table. Draw this table. Is this table visible to everyone? Same. Leave some space in the right hand side. Leave some space over here. And write total at the last. Giving you all 1 minute to do this. Quantity, base year quantity, that is QO. M is 10, N is 5, O is 7, P is 8. Current year price in the form of P1. Commodity M, current year price is 5. Commodity N, current year price is 8. Commodity O, current year price is 2. Commodity P, current year price is 10. After writing now, just put Y in the chat box. So I'll get to know that you all have completed doing the table. Okay. Quantities of current year, commodity M is 8. Commodity N is 3. Commodity O is 10. Okay, I've got most of the Y. And P is 5. So what we need to do? The first step over here, I've asked you all to leave some space, right? After this. And write total. If you have written the total, after writing the total, next line write the formula. Write down the formula. Capital P01 is equal to sigma small p1 q1 upon sigma p0 q1 into 100. After writing the formula, write Y in the chat box. Okay. So what is a formula demanding for? Do we have ready variables in this table or we have to find it out? Do we have ready variables or we have to find it out? Yes, we have to find it out. What two things we have to find out? What two things we have to find out? Write down in the chat box. What are the two things that? Yes, we have to find out the product of P1 Q1. Yes, Aniket, Preeti. And then the total of P1 Q1. So let's do it. Okay. The next column, prepare the column beside this current year. Prepare one more and put the heading small p o small p 1 small p q 1. So what we need to do over here, we need to multiply or we need to find out the product of price of current year and quantity of current year for each of the commodity. So let's start. You have written. Now for commodity M, what will be the product of P1 Q1? 5 8s are 5 8s are, yes, good, 40. For N, 8 3s are, yes, good, 24. Next commodity O, 2 10s are, good, 20. And the last but not the least, P, what will be the P? 10 into 5? Yes, very good, 50. Now next step we will do. We need to, under this, add in the total side, under this column, write down the total. Add 40 plus 24 plus 20 plus 50. What is the answer? What will be a sigma? Yes, correct. Preeti, Pramila, Joy. The correct answer is 3134. Okay. Now in the same way, we need to find out product of price of base year and quantity of current year. Okay. I've erased. You all help me out with the data later on. Put the heading, next column, put the heading small po Q1. Q1 is common. See, now you have to multiply this part with this part. Understood? So for commodity M, what is your product? 2 8s are, yes, Joel, correct, 16. For commodity N, 4 3s are, 4 3s are, yes, 12. Good. For O, 1 10s are, good, 10. For P, you all are writing also no, in your notebook or else replying me only in the chat box. 5 5s are, yeah, 25. Good, very good. So you need to find, we need to find out now PO, sigma, that is total of PO, QO. So you have to add 16, 12, 10, 25. Yes, Joy. Other students also reply. Kusum, Pramila, Preeti. Yes, the correct answer is 63. Okay, so we got the variable sigma P1 Q1. We got the variable sigma PO Q1. Now we will put the thing in the formula. You have written the formula. Under the formula, write down the variables now. Capital PO1 is equal to. Can you all help me with the numbers? What was your sigma P1 Q1? Joel, recheck. Yeah, good. It was 134. And PO sigma PO Q1. Yes, good. 63 and multiply by 100. So what is the answer? Calculate and tell me. Yes, Manish, correct. Other students waiting. Kusum, correct. Aniket, correct. The answer is 212.69. P capital O1 small. So last you need to write thus, comma, Parsh's index P01 is equal to 212.69. Is the concept clear? Any doubt or any step you all didn't understood? Okay. Show me your, I'm stopping the, show, turn on. So moving ahead, limitations of index number. We have total 8 limitations of index number. We all of us know if we have something good, then yes, coin is having second side also. Advantages is the first side of one side of the coin, whereas limitation is the another side of the coin. First thing is about the based on sample. Now in features and in advantages, we got to know about the samples that for having the proper index number, collection of sample play a very important role. Now what will happen if we are not able to collect the proper sample? What will happen? You all only tell me. What will happen if we are not able to collect the proper samples? If we are not able to collect the proper information about the commodity, collect information from the correct group of the people, yes, we will not get proper answer. So that means our sample will have some, or if after all we are not collecting the proper sample, that means we will be having errors. So index number are generally based on samples. We cannot include all the items in the constructions of index number. Hence, they are not free. Whatever samples we are collecting, we cannot rely on that, because while collecting the sample, error might take place. So this is the first limitation. The second limitation is the bias in the data. Bias means what? Partiality. Now whenever we are collecting data from people, or whenever we are collecting data from particular agency, it is not necessary that whatever data they are giving us, it will be correct. They might do partiality. This is the one condition. Second condition is that when we are collecting data, we will become biased and collect data. There is a possibility that we might do partiality in collecting the data. Yes. So index number are constructed on the basis of various types of data which may be incomplete. They may be biased in the data collected. Okay, so we it is not compulsory that yes, data is bias free. Partiality हो सकता है. Misuse of index number. Misuse of index number means what? Now index numbers can be misused. For example, we want to compare the current situation and the base year. Now what I will do as a businessman, I will collect the data of that base year which gave me high profit. As a businessman, I will collect the data of that base year which gave me high profit and compare with my current data. And what I will show, what will be my conclusion, that मैं loss में जा रही हूँ. Why? Because I am not using the proper base year. So over here, misuse of index number will also take place. Fourth one is defect in the formula. Now whatever formula we have used till now, it is having some or the other defects. For example, if we take examples of Parsh's index number, over here we have got the variable of QO. But have we used this data? Have we made use of this data in our calculation? No, we have not made the use. So in this formula, QO is missing. Where is the QO? So the fourth limitation is that we don't have a proper formula for the given variable. Changes in the economy. We all of us know that people's taste, habit, expectations, price, This all goes on changing. So we cannot, yes, trends, this all changes, and thus we cannot rely on the data that we have collected in the base year and current year. Okay. Quantitative changes. Now, till from starting till now, we have considered price and we have considered quantity, but we have not considered the quality of the product. What will happen if we are not, if at all a particular commodity's quantity have improved? Automatically its price will increase. Are we considering the quality in this particular index number? No, we have neglected the quality changes. So over here, this is another limitation. The price and quantity index number may ignore the changes in the qualities of the product. Now, arbitrary rights, weights. What is arbitrary? Can anyone tell me? According to you all, what is the meaning of arbitrary? Write down in the chat box.